Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I need a real honest evaluation of my front yard. This is a perspective you guys don't get to see often, but this has all the zinnias and the cranberry hibiscus and the butterfly pea, and of course a lot of weeds. So we'll be pulling that out. But I need to have sort of just like an overall view of it from my computer, so I can do a little bit of planning for this coming fall garden and spring. I think I'm probably going to leave the butterfly peas. So the second thing I'm looking at is this side. This is North Garden. I have a butternut squash right here. I have a 4 o'clock, butterfly pea, lots of vines, the Brazilian flaming candle, butterfly pea, but all this looks like it's on its way out anyhow, and I will definitely have volunteers by next spring. And then I have this big blank spot. I used to have a pepper in the corner. So what I'm thinking is I would like to have those Persian carpet zinnias somewhere front and center. And I'm thinking if I rip out the butterfly pea, I can make this whole corner my fall corner. I usually do it back there, but it's getting busy with the potato vines and all my perennial spinaches. So I don't know, I'm just looking at everything. Even the 4 o'clock down here's the original mother plant, and I think we can just, there's another one right here. So plus it'll have volunteers too. This one probably just leave the butterfly pea alone. I'm just trying to figure out how to best decorate my fall up here in the front. And then of course we have a little bit of natural fall look because my butternut squash grew outside the fence, and when I caught it yesterday and threw the vine back up, I realized that I have a little stowaway out here outside the fence, and that's gonna, I can't, it's too big to get back through the wires. So I don't know if people let it stay there all fall or if somebody will take it. And then this side is already pretty colorful with the zinnias. Let's come in closer. If you ignore my weeds, because I'm not there yet, it's been raining. But you see all the color we got going on in here. I don't know that I can narrow this down to fall colors. So this might just always stay bright and colorful. Something for my neighbors. Up here, I might as well give you a quick overview of the butterfly garden in the front yard. I will tell you, it's a bit of a hot mess. I pretty much said it and then forgot about it. Here is the Durante purple showers, because it showers these beautiful blooms, purple blooms, and then golden dewdrops. Here's a better example because it puts these little golden berries on it. It's pretty cool. And it had a pretty hard prune. It's just kind of coming back from that, but it was, so much was over where we mow. And the white salvia, which, you know, is beautiful, but it's been a little bit of a disappointment in this area. And then we have this mysterious dwarf plumeria. I'm not sure what it is, but I love those flowers. If you know, let me know in the comments below. It just started blooming for the first time. We have Chrysanda, which wasn't getting sun, so I did have to chop off some of the plumeria down there. So it's doing better. I got to clean up all these dead leaves, and then we're going to put rock in. And I know I say that like I've been saying that for a year, but we really are now. Just various, there's porterweed, red penta, I can't remember the name of that one, blanket flowers, bromeliads. I have a lily back there, Anthera. I'll put that down below. More butterfly bush. My cosmos are getting spent. I'm not sure if I should just cut them back or just, they're dead. Yarrow, hibiscus, Mexican heather, which I've never had Mexican heather get this big and this bushy ever, no matter where I put them. And I don't know if this is a different variety. The bees don't love it near as much as the variety I had. Last year's varieties tucked in down there. Wow. And then white gora, bromeliad. The pink geranium is taking a little break. It was too hot. I'm sure it'll come back. We're going to have a little bit of a cool down this week, and I'm going to work my rear off trying to get everything as much as I can get done in 3 days. But that's where we stand. Everything looks very wild and overgrown, and it needs a good hour of me being in here tidying it up. And you know, I did it about a month ago, but it sure doesn't look like it, does it? Hibiscus, it's intertwined there on the base. It was supposed to be a three-way bush, and one side died out, so it's just two of them intertwined in there. And it was supposed to be a cocktail party colors, all sorts of different colors, and it's just red or pink. It's not opened up yet. It's still too early, but it's about to open way up there. It's a heavy bloomer. Oh, this thing is happy. And then I have a little nutsedge in here. I put in cosmos. Look how high they are. They're at least a doorknob, right? But I can't get a bloom on them. They're happy but not happy. And that might be the sun. Oh, look here. We got a bloom finally. Yep. These are apricot lemonade. And there were supposed to be 6 of them, and we're down to 3 after all that 100-degree heat. 100-degree plus heat. And I see we had a little dry spell, but now we're back to rain, and the nutsedge is back. I have to keep on that almost weekly. But anyhow, there's a front yard update. Inside, sorry, the sun's kind of blinding the front of the camera. Needs a real good cleaning out. These are adorable. Look at those orange zinnias. Oh, those are beautiful. Oh my goodness. I must have grabbed one of them. What I did like months ago is took some of them that I really like the colors of and spread their seed out. So I must have spread out that orange in here for fall. Oh, that's pretty cool. Of course, we got a lot of whatever that weed is. We got a lot of the Asiatic dayflower, or day something there. Dayflower? Asiatic. I don't know, day something weed. Lots of pinks going in here. We did pinks, and then we also did the lime greens. The Bennery. So that might be, no, that looks more cream. But I have another cream down there too. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I don't know what happened to my greens. I have found that the green zinnias are not as robust and vigorous as the other colors. I'm just throwing it out there. That's just my opinion. But they, the other giants, the Bennery yellow, the coral, the pink, they all would get like 4 or 5 feet high. The green always stayed like 3 feet. And oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful for fall. And the pinks look pretty good along with it. And then we have the vinca or periwinkle. It's really smushed over thanks to the rain. We had a huge gully washer last night. And of course the cranberry hibiscus. These are volunteer mustards and not supposed to be in here. So I will pick these when I get to this garden, and I will pick these and give them to my neighbor. Loves the mustard greens. He's several houses down, but he's the one that helped me fix my tomato mill. So all that looks really good. Of course, just a really good clean out is necessary. Look at this. This is crazy. Like, oh, that's Virginia creeper. Like, I have a pineapple coming out of a pineapple without a base in there. That's bizarre. Must have been like a pop. Anyhow, and I put one in there. I got to get that Virginia creeper out. And then it's probably pretty much time for me to go through this bed. Maybe when it's cooler, you know, or in the next 2 weeks or so. Go through this bed, grab the big white sweet potatoes, put the small ones back in, maybe congregate them in one section this time. move them away from the perennial spinaches. My celery, sorry, my brain's, I haven't had anything to eat or drink yet this morning, so my brain's not together. But the celery's looking pretty good. I mean, it's alive, which is amazing for all the 100-degree heat. I think the shades, you know, kept them alive, and they may pop back up this fall. This is another 4 o'clock. I have sugar baby watermelons. Now, is that a female? Yeah, that's a female right there. Oh, right next to all these males. Okay. All right, bees, do your thing. I would like to get at least one watermelon out of this mess. So I have sugar baby on this side. Let's check this vine. Nope, all boys. Oh, but here comes a girl on this one. So it's like boy, boy, girl. Can you see that? Yeah, it's a little bitty fruit, because it's a bitty fruit when it becomes an adult too. Oh my gosh, I got my work cut out for me. Like, I'm gonna need a couple podcasts. Over here is the Georgia rattlesnake. Now, it was doing good. It's hard to distinguish what's the rattlesnake here, and I thought I had some growing through here, or maybe right here. Yep, there it is. No females that I can see. Of course, they could be hiding. Here's another one, but I don't see females. It's just kind of wild in here. Pretty wild. Oh, the birds are doing something crazy above me. Everything, this is Mexican shrimp. It needs a really good haircut. I need to take cuttings off of this because this is way too high and tall. I need to bring it down, and I might bring, you know, plant some in here too. But if we get a hurricane, oh my gosh, I'll be chopping this down really fast. Not down, but like down. It's a fence level. Katuk. Look, this is the first, hold on. This is the first katuk I put in, and which is months ahead of the ones in the back. So, and you can tell, now that looks like a little bit of chlorosis on there. And it wouldn't surprise me with the competition that's going on out here for nutrition. Ciso spinach, longevity spinach. I just popped a few of these in here just to keep preserving them. Supposed to be in the food forest, but they come up here, you know, because this something's weird about this soil in here. And I've tried growing peppers and some other things, but anyhow, some things love it, some don't. So perhaps there is a pH issue in here. But there's a little walkway somewhere in here, and anywho, most of it's all the sweet potato. Let's go to North Garden and see my monstrosity. I created a monster up here. Look at that. Oh, it's just awful. It's good and awful at the same time. I don't know that we're gonna get any Roselle out of this, because I mean, it struggles for light. The competition over here is just ridiculous. I do see a leaf in there. Who knows? There's also supposed to be black-eyed peas in here. Can't find them. I'm sure they're in there somewhere. I'll probably find little volunteers come spring. Look, I got a couple more. 1, 2. I'm sure there's way more. Plus the one on the fence. There is more Roselle back there and a pepper. So here's my dilemma. I really need the space, but probably not for another month. So I will, sorry about the airplane. Oh, look at the vine, it's dying over there. I probably did that when I was picking up and moving vines. It's okay if it dies. Poor neighbor, she's been so patient. Every single week I'm in there pulling vines, bring them back to my yard, and like 7 days later there's 3 more feet back into her yard. Oh my goodness. But the bees are really strong. The game we got going on here, really good. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm just gonna let it be that hot mess that, you know, vines are. And look, very little damage. Look at the new growth. This one right here is South Anna. I can tell because the leaves are super green. This is a Seminole leaf. There's some Seminole in there. Very little, you know, damage. There is some, but that's, I mean, my goodness, this thing's been going since May. I believe, you know, I probably started seedlings in April. Oh, no, I direct sowed these this year. Sometimes I start them in cups too. But this one I direct sowed. And we had that little bit of Seminoles, and then we had South Anna everywhere else. So there you go. That's a front yard and garden update for you guys. I probably will be working on things as I can. There'll probably be more videos once the cool weather comes. Because I'm actually planning on running up and grabbing some mushroom compost. But before anything goes in the ground, I absolutely, positively have to sit down with a notebook and figure out where I'm putting things. I have no idea. At this point, I haven't even been thinking, you know, like honestly, it doesn't even keep me up at night. I had so many other things on the docket, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I've got to get to that. Like today, tomorrow, the next day. The next 3 days just be focusing on where to put vegetables, onions, you name it, flowers, because we got a lot of stuff coming. And before we leave, let me show you. I got a little problem going on. So right here, I have a drip line. Right here, I have a drip line issue, and it's coming off really hard. And somebody put all the seedlings right here underneath it. And I'll be lucky if I didn't ruin some of them. I did ruin some of them, but I pulled out the first batch, and then we had, like I said, that gully washer yesterday, so I don't know. So I already been pulling all this morning, doing my best to yank those flowers out. My next goal is to get this one and either move it down or put it somewhere else entirely. I'm not sure what, but that is this morning's goal, and that's boring. I'm not going to put you guys through a time lapse of that. But you guys, that's it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, if you haven't checked out the aviation video, we went flying this weekend to a beautiful sunrise, and so that's on that channel today. Bye.